Security threats caused by illegal immigration and the continuation of ICE deportations is Miami mayoral candidate and senior fellow of Homeland Security and Immigration at the America First Policy Institute, Emilio Gonzalez. Thanks for the time tonight.
Hey, thanks for the invitation. Pleasure to be with you.
Well, it seems like you're on the opposite end of the likes of Zoran Mandami here in New York City. But I think we all know that there's legal and illegal, and Republicans are not trying to stop what is legal. Nobody's trying to deport citizens. Nobody's trying to kick people out of the country who've done things the right way.
I agree. But you know what? I was just watching your tapes. I find it incredibly racist and offensive that these people would sit here and talk about their inability of having somebody pick their fruit or serve their dishes. The biggest, loser in this entire illegal immigration debate has been our legal immigration system. These are people who stand in line, who've done the right thing, who filed paperwork, who paid fees. These are people who we know who they are. Look, my community, I live in Miami. We have immigrants here that are bank presidents, university presidents, business owners, political leaders. These are people that came here the right way. They were vetted. That's what we need here. We have a line of people waiting to come here that may very well be doctors and lawyers and scientists. But instead, what we have is the Biden administration throwing open the border and basically letting anybody in who wanted to be here. And now we're paying that price. So when people start telling me that the Republicans broke the immigration system, or that without illegal immigrants, we have nobody to pick our vegetables, that's insulting. It is beyond insulting because they know better. They know better, and it's all politicking.
Well, if we're going to racialize this, white liberals have an image in their mind of Hispanics, and it's that, picking fruit, cleaning toilets, doing menial tasks. And they don't think that other Hispanic Americans who are just as patriotic and law-abiding as anybody else are concerned about border security. They think this is the golden ticket to the Hispanic vote, even though they lost a large portion of it back in November. Because Hispanics are like any other group of people. They want safe streets, they want law and order, and they want the rules to be followed, even if they themselves are legal immigrants, which, of course, why would they want someone to jump them in line?
Listen, people, all immigrants, Hispanics and otherwise, they come to the United States because it's a land of opportunity. They come here because they don't have opportunities in their home countries. And the legal immigrants here, let's just say, for example, that Emilio Gonzalez, I'm sponsoring my brother who happens to be a scientist in Brazil. That gentleman, he's got to go through a process. He's got to file paperwork. He needs background checks. He needs medical checks. All of these things have to happen for him to come into the U.S. and be part of our great experiment here. Instead, Emilio Gonzalez's brother is being told, hey, slow it down. We got all these people coming across the border. We don't know who they are. We don't know what to do with them. We're going to invent all these different programs and laws and executive orders just to get them off our TV screens. And then when we have time for you, we'll come back to you. The dirty little secret here is everybody that came across the border applied for political asylum. So whether you were coming from a true dictatorial country or whether you were denied tenure at a university in Denmark, okay, you're here applying for asylum. People who apply for asylum, they don't pay a fee. So all the people like Emilio Gonzalez, whose brother wants to come here, they're using his brother's fees to pay for the processing of all these other people. It is a racket. It is a racket. The Democrats know it is a racket. They want to continue bringing in as many people as possible, low-skilled. That's fine. It gets their census numbers up. It gets more people in Congress for them. And they're basically racist. They're saying, you know what? We only want you because you can pick our vegetables and serve our food, and take out our garbage. No, that's unacceptable. In my community, everybody is equal. Everybody is working hard to fulfill the American dream. Like I said, we have immigrants at the very highest levels of the socioeconomic ladder. We have immigrants at the lowest level of the socioeconomic ladder. But everybody came here legally, and everybody is working hard to make something for themselves and to make something for our great country.
You sure you don't want to run for mayor of New York? I'm out of time,
Well,
but it's
thank
amazing how
you.
it's
No,
how
that's
a
okay.
major
Okay, I've got my hands full here in Miami. That's okay. Thanks.
it's amazing how a major big city with a diverse population could produce people who are just as conservative as anywhere else in the country, but New York seems to be lost. I got to leave it there, sir. Thanks for the time tonight.
Thank you so